Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. How you feeling?
Good.
You good? How you feeling? Good. All right. Shalom to everybody out there. Shalom to everybody out there. All right. Let's see what we got. How's my sound? All right. Okay. So. We're supposed to go over Genesis chapter 20. Let's review Genesis chapter 12 first, and then we'll go into Genesis chapter 20. All right? All right, let's see. Oh, that's Exodus. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right. So in Genesis chapter 12, one of the main things that we went over was about Abram, right? What's who do you know Abram to be? What's his other name? What's Abram's other name? No. Nope. Abraham. His name got changed to Abraham, and we'll go into that on another lesson. Yep. But when you see Abram to Miami, when you see Abram and Abraham are the same person. All right. We talked a little bit about Abram going into Egypt, right? And remember, he went. Hey, go sit down. Huh? Go. Grab. Remember when we talked about Abraham going into Egypt? He was a little bit afraid because he thought the Egyptians would actually kill him because of his wife, right? Because she was really, really beautiful. So he was afraid that if he told the Egyptians that this was his wife, that they was going to try to kill him and then take her from him, right? So what happened? When he went into Egypt, what happened with Pharaoh? You remember? He was getting ready to, right? And then what happened?
When he found out that it was his wife, he threw him out with his stuff.
When he found out it was his wife, he threw him out with his stuff, right? But how did he find out it was his wife? What happened? What did the Most High do to the Egyptians? He put plagues on them, right? He put plagues on. So he put plagues on all of Pharaoh's house, and then he let him go with the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if Abraham would have just told the truth, maybe what?
All of that stuff wouldn't have happened.
Maybe they wouldn't have got plagued, right? Who knows? But we know that no matter what are you supposed to do?
Always tell the truth.
Always tell the truth. That is a key principle. Always tell the truth. Never lie. Whatever the consequences are, you make sure that you tell the truth. Okay? When you're at home and you think you're going to get in trouble, what should you do anyway? Tell the truth. Because what happens if your mother or your father finds out that you told a lie? What will happen? You'll still get a living, right? But if you tell them the truth, then you give yourself an opportunity to possibly not get that whooping. Possibly. Because if you did something bad, you did something bad. If you did something wrong, you did something wrong, right? Whatever punishment that you're supposed to receive, you're supposed to receive, right? All right. So we're going to go into Genesis chapter 20, okay? All right. Who do y'all think this is going to be about? What's Genesis 20 talking about? Abraham. Is Yeshua your answer for everything? Yeah. He is the answer to everything. But it's not the answer to everything. I need a drummer. I told you I need a drummer at all times. I'm funny. Okay? Y'all think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? I think I'm funny. Yeah, we need a drummer. And the drummer is a side? All right, calm down. Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. Let's see. And Abraham journeyed from there towards the south country and dwelled. So when it says dwell in the scripture, dwell or dwelled, what do that mean? What does that mean? Or he dwelled in a place, or he dwells in a place. What does that mean? What do you think that means? He drove? No. He lived. He lived there. So when it says dwell, or whenever you see the word dwell, it means he lived there. Okay? So he went towards the south country and dwelled or lived between Kadesh and Shur and sojourned in Gerar. Son, stop. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. So here we go again, right? We got the same type of scenario all over again. What's up, Akeem? How you doing? Papa Squat. We reading Genesis chapter 20. Open up to Genesis chapter 20. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. I'm all right. I'm all right. What up? Yeah. How you feeling? Good. All right. So we'll start back at verse 1. All right. It says, in Abraham, what's the difference between Genesis 12 and Genesis 20 with the person that we're talking about? What's the difference? In Genesis 12, what did the Bible call him? Not Abraham. No, not Abimelech. Abraham. When we're talking about Abraham, what did it call him in Genesis 12? We were just talking about it. Abram, right? And now he's called what? Abraham, right? We're going to get to that, okay? So he was Abram at first. He's Abraham now, okay? All right. It says, Abraham journeyed from there towards the south country and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur and sojourned in Gerar. What does dwell mean? Dwell, what does it mean? To live, right? All right. It says, and Abram said of Sarah, his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. What just happened? What just happened? He took his wife, right? What does this remind you of?
This reminds me where Abraham said that, told Sarah to say that she's his sister.
Right. Because he was scared. When did this happen? This happened in Genesis chapter 12, which we read before, right? That's what you were about to say. Where was the place that this happened in?
His house.
Nope. What was the last place this happened in?
Pharaoh's.
Is that what you was thinking about? Pharaoh's house? What was the place? What was the name of the place?
Canaan.
No. Starts with an E. Egypt. Make sure you raise your hand. Egypt, right? It's happening in Egypt. And it's happening all over again in this place called Gerar. Right? All right, let's see what happened. But the Most High came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, Behold, you are but a dead man, for the woman which you have taken, she is a man's wife. Now, why would the Most High tell him that he's a dead man? Because he was about to commit adultery. And what's the penalty for adultery, Sheila?
Legs.
No. What happens if somebody commits adultery? Asa. Pay attention. Take the coat off your head. Sit down right in the chair. They'll die. Right? If somebody commits adultery, the penalty is what? Death. Right? So the Most High came to this man and said, hey, you but a dead man if you touch that woman. Right? Alright. What do we call this? What did the Most High do? He kept him from sinning, but what is this called? It's called a what? The sin is adultery, but what is this called? What is the Most High doing? It's a what? Starts with a W. Warning. Right? He's giving him a warning because the Most High does not want him to do this. Right? Now I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'll ask y'all that in a minute. Alright. Verse 4. But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Master, will you slay also a righteous nation? Now what is this saying about these people of Gerar? He said, will you slay a righteous nation? So these people are doing what? They're not sinning. Not if they're righteous. What are they doing? When you're righteous, what do you do? Save? I mean, righteous people do save people. But in order to be righteous, what do you have to be doing? Telling people what's wrong. Well, you got some people that's not righteous that still tell people what's wrong and what's right. When you're righteous, you're following the Most High's word, right? You're following commands. So these people, even though they're not a part of the children of Israel, which were not in existence yet, right? They are doing things right or righteously by the word of the Most High. Okay? Now let's look at this. It says, but Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Master, will you slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, she is my sister? And she, even she herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. Right? Now, you kind of answered this earlier, but why did she say that she was his brother? I mean, that she was his sister.
Because he told her to do it.
He told her to tell people that, right? He said, this will be your kindness to me, right? All right, let's see. So Abimelech is telling the Most High, like, hey, I didn't do this on purpose. I wasn't trying to mess with nobody's wife. Both of them told me that they was brother and sister. Right? So is he wrong? No. He's telling the truth. One thing that we should always do, right?
But mostly Abram is actually telling
He is. But what's the issue with that here? It's wicked? Okay, why would you say it's wicked? Oh, you saying that's wicked? Okay, we'll explain that later. Because the way that it happened is not the way that you might think. Okay, I like where your head is at on that though. Okay, I like that. All right, let's keep moving. It says, verse 5. Said he not unto me, she is my sister? She herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. And Elohim said unto him in a dream, yeah, I know that you did this in the integrity of your heart. Asa. You're not going to pay attention? Because you get a whipping. You weren't doing this before nobody came. Who are we talking about right now in the story? Huh? You don't know? That's a problem. We're talking about Abraham. Understand? Stop it. Sit back in the chair. All right. And the Most High said unto him in a dream, yeah, I know that you did this in integrity of your heart. For I also withheld you from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I you not to touch her. Right? So the Most High said, look, I kept you from sinning against me. I know you're not trying to do wrong. Right? What does that mean that the Most High, what is the relationship with the Most High and this man at this time? What would you think his relationship with him is? What you think? There's no right or wrong answer. It's just what you think. Think he like him? You think they're buddies? You think he's looking out for him? What you think? Think he's looking out for him? The same? Because he's trying to keep him from sinning. So if him and his people won't die, absolutely, right? And the Most High does that with us too, right? He gave us his word to keep us from doing what? To keep us from sinning. Because if we sin and we continue to sin, what happens to us? We die, right? At the end of the day, the wages of sin are what? Like that. The wages of sin is death, right? So we want to make sure we're doing the right thing. So right here, this man was given a warning by the Most High, and he decided not to sin. Right? All right, let's see what happened. Verse 7. Now therefore, restore this man his wife. What did he just tell him to do? What did he tell him? Give his wife back. So what does the word restore mean? You gotta raise your hand. Your answer don't count because you ain't raise your hand first. What you got? So restoring is like giving back, right? Bringing back to its original state or original form, to restore, right? Okay. Let's see. He says, now therefore restore this man his wife, for he is a what? A prophet. And he shall pray for you, and you shall live. And if you restore her not, you know you that you shall surely die, you and all that are yours. So this is some heavy consequences going on here, right? Some heavy consequences. I want y'all to keep that in mind. There's something special with Abraham and Sarah going on here, okay? Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called his servants and told all these things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid. Why do you think these people were scared?
Because Abraham told them something happened.
One more time.
Abraham told them that something happened.
Nope, not quite. Why do you think that these people were scared, Sheila?
Because they thought the Moshe was going to get the plagues.
I understand why you said that, but okay, nope. So why do you think they were scared, sir? You gotta take your fingers out your ears. Why do you think they were scared? Take your fingers out your ears. Why do you think they were scared? You don't know? Jamie, why do you think they were scared?
Because that he was better than adultery.
They go along with it. Back to you. Why do you think they were scared? One more time. No, you. What you got? Why were they afraid?
I actually never asked this question myself. But because they didn't know if Abraham was going to pray for him?
Not quite.
I don't know. I really don't know.
What would happen if Abraham didn't pray for him? So what was they afraid of? They were afraid of dying. Remember, he told them, hey look, man, this man's wife, this is this man's wife. We done took this man's wife. The Most High came to me in a dream last night and said, if I don't get this woman back, he gonna kill everybody. So what do you think? Would you be afraid? What would you be telling him to do? Man, you better hurry up. She should be there already. What you telling me for? You supposed to already get her back.
I would just grab her and give it to
You would just grab her gently, right? You wouldn't just snatch her up like that. All right, cool. All right, we'll do that. All right, let's see. This is verse. Verse 9. Thank you, sir. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, why have you done this unto us? Have I offended you? What did he ask him when he says, have I offended you? What is he saying? Yeah, did I do something wrong to you? Did I do something wrong to you? Why would you lie to me like this? Why would he tell me this? Right? In a way, right? But do he know that? Do Abimelech know that? He don't know that, right? Let's see. He says, and what have I offended you that you have brought on me and my kingdom a great sin? You have done deeds unto me that ought not to be done. So he's correcting him at the same time, right? Why would you do this to me, knowing that something would happen to me, right? Why would you cause me to sin, right? So we got to pay attention to our own actions. You understand that? We got to pay attention to our own actions. Do I still got the echo? Is it still there? Type of 1 if I still have an echo, y'all. That's what he would feel like, right? Like, you want me to die? Right? You know adultery is wrong, aside. It's like you want me to die, right? Which is not a good feeling. When people commit sin and they try to make other people commit sin, that's not a good thing, right? What are we supposed to be trying to get people not to do? Right? We want people to live, so we want to get people to not commit sin, right? But if you're forcing people or helping people choose to sin, then you're just as wrong, right? You're actually more wrong than them because you help them do it. Just like Satan, right? Satan in the garden. What happened in the garden?
He told
Eve.
He told Eve to eat from the tree. Good and evil.
He produced something that would cause her to want to sin, right? So this is the issue that we have, right? What Abraham is doing at this particular point in time, although he's not lying in a sense, right? He's still putting sin upon Abimelech. Understood? All right. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what saw you that you have done this thing? He said, what made you do this? What did you see here to make you do this? And Abraham said, because I thought surely the fear of Elohim is not in this place. What did he mean when he said the fear of Elohim is not here?
Like
There's no respect of the Most High here, right?
They don't have faith in him.
Absolutely, that tie into it. They don't have faith, right?
They break the law.
That they break the laws, right? That this is a lawless place, so I just figured, hey, they don't care about the law, so I'm going to just go ahead and tell them that this is my sister. But what are you, even if somebody don't care about the law, should you promote them to sin? No.
You should tell the truth.
Tell the truth all the time. Again, if you get in trouble with your parents, whether you feel like you're going to get a whooping or not, whether you feel like you're going to get your game taken or whatever have you, aside, take that off your head. It's going to be me and you after we get done with this, man, because I keep having to talk to you. Whether you feel like you're going to get in trouble or not, the first thing and only thing that you should do is what? Tell the truth. Tell the truth, right? According to the Bible, in John chapter 8, he says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, right? When you lie, you're in bondage. You're keeping yourself wrapped up in sin, right?
You're not going to have a long life.
You're not gonna have a long life. Why do you say that?
Because if you lie a lot, not going to get have fun and stuff. You're not going to be the law.
If you lie a lot, you're not gonna have fun. Now I'm gonna tell you, some people who lie a lot still have fun, right? That's the luxury to them of telling lies, right? But at the same time, a person that lies, they're gonna have to keep on lying to keep whatever status that they have, right? They'll never be able to truly be themselves because they keep lying over and over again, right? And to the Most High, those lies do what? They pile up. And eventually, once those lies get to a certain point, the Most High says, you know what, you can have those lies. And he turns them into a reprobate, right? And a reprobate is somebody that that their mind is turned off from wrong. But it's not wrong to me. It's just a lie. And at that point, it's hard for them to get saved from what they're into, right? What you got? They won't get to the gates of heaven, right? In Revelation, what did he say? He said the people that are on the outside of the kingdom are liars. So you got to keep that in mind. When something happens, if you do something wrong or if you see somebody do something wrong, it's not for you to tell no lie. You tell the truth. right? You want to build up check marks of good and not X's of bad. Make sense? Right? When you do a problem at school and you get it right, we're going to give you a check mark or a C, correct? If you get it wrong, what do we do? X or an F. What does an F mean? Failed. We don't want to fail with the Most High. We want to succeed. Or an F minus. If somebody get an F minus, we got to talk. You didn't get no F minuses, are you? Okay. All right. All right, let's keep on going. We're almost finished. All right. He says, this is verse 12. He said, and yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Right? So I'm going to say that again. It says, she indeed is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. She became my wife. So do y'all know the backstory on this? What's the backstory? Right. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Okay? Oh, go ahead. What you got? The place that they came from was wicked? Yes, sir. Absolutely. So, Terah, right? That's Abraham's father. Okay? Abraham had a brother back in the place where they lived at. Abraham had a brother. His brother had 2 daughters. Okay? The brother died. Abraham's brother died. Right? Once Abraham's brother died, those 2 daughters that he had, his father adopted them. Okay? So Abraham's father adopted those 2 daughters. Okay? His father gave one of the daughters to Abraham and another daughter to Abraham's other brother. And he said that you should take these 2 to wife. Okay? So it wasn't in a way where Abraham just took his sister and married her. It wasn't like that. She was given to him by his father. Okay? So when he says that this is my sister, he's actually not lying. But what is he doing? He's telling the truth. But what else is this showing? Like we was talking about last week. Oh, yeah, you're right. His faith. He's having issues with faith. Right? He's having issues with faith. Let me see if I can correct that. And I don't know if there's anything I can do to correct it as of right now. Are any of y'all on Facebook? I mean, on YouTube? No. I was just asking because it's echoing, so I'm trying to figure out where the echo comes from. If any of us is on YouTube, if it is, just close it out real quick. All right. Do y'all understand that about Abraham? You understand that, son? About Abraham and his sister? Okay. All right. And Abimelech took sheep and oxen, men servant, woman servant, and gave them unto Abraham, and restored him Sarah his wife. And Abimelech said, behold, my land is before you. Dwell there as it please. And unto Sarah he said, behold, I have given your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to you a covering of eyes unto all that are with you, and with all other. Thus she was reproved. What does this mean? When it says that he was a covering of eyes. Abraham is a covering of eyes. The king of Gerar? No, not quite. What does he mean when he says that Abraham is a covering of eyes for Sarah? What does it mean to cover your eyes? Thank you. Nope. Watching after? Adults, what do y'all think this is when it says the covering of eyes? Abraham is a covering of eyes for Sarah. What do y'all think this is? He is to you a covering of the eyes unto all that are with you, and with all others. Huh? Nope.
Something that has to do with not being able to, like, not seeing, not being able to see or looking at, like.
You're on the right track, brother. So, he is to her a covering of eyes. So, what was Abraham afraid of? Getting killed. Why? But why? Why was he afraid of that? Because she was beautiful. And what is he saying? What is he saying when he says that you are a cover, that he is a covering of eyes? That Abraham is what? With all of these other people.
He's beautiful to look at.
As long as he says that he's her husband, it will cause people not to look at her in that way. Right? So, if a man sees another man's wife and he understands, oh, that's somebody's wife, what does he do? Right? Can't even look at that woman the same. Go ahead, what you got? They'll have to kill him for them to look at her like that. I like that. I like that. Somebody try to look at my wife crazy, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to go through me. I mean, I understand that. Look at that. No. All right. It says, so Abraham prayed unto Elohim, and Elohim healed Abimelech and his wife and his maid servants, and they bare children. For Yahuwah had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. So the Most High had already started doing something with them. He closed up their wombs. So the prayer that Abraham prayed was actually for the Most High to open up the wombs of those women. All right? So, what do we learn from this? We should always do what? Always tell the truth, right? Always tell the truth. What else? Hold on. Okay, what you got? Always do good, yes. What are we supposed to have no matter what? Faith. The Most High is going to be with you. As long as you do what he tells you to do, he's going to be with you. Okay? Now, I have $1 million question for everybody in the room. $1 million question. Monopoly money, though. Give me that money out there. Why did the Most High go so hard to keep these people from being with Sarah? What you got?
So they can live and don't die.
So they can live and don't die. Okay. What else? What you got? Why did the Most High go so hard to keep these men from being with Sarah? So remember last week we had the thing about Egypt and the children of Israel and stuff. This week let's go into something. What you think?
He didn't want Pharaoh. He really didn't want Pharaoh to not speak there.
Yes, but why?
Because he was still said that he was going to die.
Nope. Yeah.
Because he thought that they didn't have faith in the Most High.
Mm-mm.
Wait, because they're
Is this everybody in the room?
So everybody.
everybody. No.
Yep.
Is it because if Pharaoh would have took Sarah and Abraham would have never been able to have Isaac?
Boom. Absolutely. The prophecy that the Most High gave to Abraham and Sarah wouldn't have come to pass in the way that he spoke of. Right? Even further, the Most High said that Sarah, you are going to have a child. Right? According to a certain time. So if Pharaoh or Abimelech would have laid with her, then the seed that they would have had would have been whose? It would have been theirs and not of Abraham, not of the promise. Because from Sarah it said she was supposed to have the what? The promised seed. Right? So the Most High was doing a bunch of working, right? Go ahead, what you got?
When you said that he'll have kids, that reminds me of where the Most High talked to Abram and said, count the stars, that's something he established.
Right? And if she would have been with Pharaoh or with Abimelech, this would have messed that up. Right? So the Most High had to go extra hard. Hey, you do this, I'm going to kill you now. Right? Or hey, here go these plagues on you, Pharaoh, so you can leave this woman alone. Because there was a plan set in place for her. Right? But that's what happened in our lives. The Most High got something planned for you. It don't matter what try to come in between that. We're going to get to what he wanted you to do. We're going to get to the plan that the Most High set out for you. All right? So remember, tell the truth. Have faith in the Most High. Stack up those green check marks and not those red X's, okay? All right? With that, we say shalom. Hold on, brother. Oh, that's what you were standing up for? I thought you were about to leave us. Go ahead and stand up if you want to. Y'all ready?
Yes.
What I need?
Hallelujah.
Y'all can't give me no hallelujahs yet, though. You know why? Because I don't think y'all know what hallelujah means. What hallelujah mean? What? He's about to take off running. Don't worry about it. No, he said, welcome to the something. Welcome to the what? Welcome to the heaven's gates? Nope. What does hallelujah mean? Keep the commandments. I'm going to put my belt to you.
Me?
I'll let your mother and father do that. What does hallelujah mean? What's that? All right, stop. So y'all don't know what hallelujah means? Praise you, Yah. It's the highest form of praise. Right? Praising Yahuwah. Hallelujah means praise you, Yah. Can y'all say praise you, Yah? Oh, y'all don't want to say it? Can you say it? Praise you? Praise you, Yah. Right? Okay. Now, y'all can't be saying stuff y'all don't know. It's important that y'all know this stuff. Okay? Think about what we do when we pray it in for service. What do we say? Deuteronomy 6 and 4. What do we say? Deuteronomy 6 and 4. In the beginning of the service. We do say Shabbat Shalom. We do say that. But in Deuteronomy 6:4, we say, "Hear, O Israel, Yahuwah our Elohim is one." Right? And then after that, what do we say? We say Shema Israel, what? Yahuwah Eloheinu, Yahuwah Akkad. What do y'all think that means? What does that mean? No. Asad, go sit down, son. Asad, go sit down. Akkad, it means one, right? So when we say Shema Yisrael, Yahuwah Eloheinu, Yahuwah Akkad, we're saying, Hear, O Israel, Yahuwah our Elohim is one. So we got to know what we're saying before we say something in Hebrew. Okay? So what does hallelujah mean? Keep the law. Where's my belt? Keep the commandments. Hey, if you got a belt? You got a belt? I need a belt. You got a belt? What does hallelujah mean? I'm going to let the chat decide. Hey, chat, should they get a whooping right now in the middle of service? Right now. Put me a one up if you think they should get a whooping. I just need a one. Sheila, what does hallelujah mean? Asad, what does hallelujah mean? Nothing. Yahuwah is one. I'm going to need that belt. Hallelujah means praise you, Yah. You're going to remember it. Are you sure?
Yes.
Hallelujah means
Praise you,
praise you, Yah. All right. Now that y'all know what hallelujah means, now we can get our 3 hallelujahs in. You ready? All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What do it mean?
Praise you, Yah.
All right. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What do it mean?
Praise you, Yah.
All right, y'all ready for the last one? Yeah. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's a singer. Okay, that was a Mariah Carey, Minnie Riperton note that he just gave. Okay, y'all make sure y'all get him in singing classes. What does it mean?
Praise Yah.
All right, hallelujah. All right, y'all. Until next time, Shabbat Shalom. All right, y'all. Until next time, Shabbat Shalom.